Hi, I'm Ryan Stephen and today we are going to be cooking chicken shakuti. Okay, chicken shakuti or zakuti is a Goan dish, is a typically Goan dish. I am not Goan, but I have been obsessed with Goa and Goan food for like ever since I can remember. If you ask anybody close to me what my favorite destination to go to is, it's Goa. So over the course of years, through friends, through people who I've met in Goa, to people who I've spoken to, I've gathered a lot of information about how I've said this before, each home, each family has a different version, a different recipe of each dish. Chicken shakuti also has many interpretations in Goa itself. This is a recipe that I have kind of understood over years, and this is something that I have made my own. For the Goan shakuti, there are two things that I do. Firstly, I have taken about this is 1200 grams of chicken on the bone. You can take boneless chicken also. What I've done is I've taken a handful of coriander leaves, a good handful of coriander leaves. I've taken 5 green chilies. Like I said earlier, we love spice. You can have 1 green chili or 2 green chilies. It's up to your taste buds and palate, what you prefer. I've taken about 10 garlic cloves and an inch of ginger, and I've ground this to a paste and marinated this 1200 grams chicken with salt and the green masala paste. Now this has been sitting for quite a while now. I normally marinate this overnight, but this was an impromptu decision. So it's been sitting for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and it's going to be sitting for a while now. I have got another batch of spices. This is for 1200 grams of chicken, guys. So 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 10 dry red chilies. These are Kashmiri chilies. So I've taken 10 again because I like spice. 10 Kashmiri chilies. This is about 2 tablespoons of khaskhas, poppy seeds. Not 2 tablespoons actually, it's 1.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds. A teaspoon of peppercorn, a teaspoon of fennel seeds. This is a piece of nutmeg. I need only like a large pinch or 2 for my curry, which will go last. This will not go in the grinding. I've taken about 2.5 pieces of cinnamon sticks, 1 inch each. 2 big cardamoms. These are badi ilaichi, kala ilaichi. This is a spice called javitri. It's the outer covering of the nutmeg. Nutmeg is called jaifal in Hindi. This is javitri, which is called mace. This has a really strong, lovely flavor to it. I've taken about 1.5 star anise seed. This is called badia in Hindi, but I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, badia. This is also sort of from the fennel seed family. It has a similar aroma, sort of. I've taken about 6 green cardamoms. It's choti ilaichi, hari ilaichi. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dry roast these spices. Be careful with chilies or any of these spices. Don't keep your gas on a high flame and forget about it, because they can get burnt. You don't want them burnt. You just want them roasted enough till it lets off its aroma, its fragrance. So this is half a coconut that I've grated. 2 medium size onion slice. I've roughly sliced them. They're not really particularly, finely sliced or anything. These are going to go into grinding, so it's alright if you chop them into pieces and you leave them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dry roast these spices. I'm going to fry these separately in oil later. And now you can grind all of this together, or you can grind the powder separately, and you can grind the onion and the coconut paste separately. I've raised the gas on high so that they fry quickly. Or roast quickly rather, not fry, roast. Chilies are nicely roasted. Can you see they're nicely plumping up also? Okay, I'm going to take this off. Now I'm going to throw in the coriander seeds. This is about 2 tablespoons coriander seeds which are going in. Now I'm going to throw in these little bits, because these don't really need a lot of time to roast. Oh my god, this smells divine. I swear. These are the aromatics. These are the key elements of a shakuti. Now I'm putting the poppy seeds over here, khaskhas. These really pop, that's why they're called poppy seeds. Poppy seeds also roast rather quickly. In the pan, in the same pan, I'm going to put at least about 2 tablespoons oil. I'm going to throw in these onions. Make sure you roast these onions well. They should become a nice brown. I'm adding a little bit of salt to kind of get these onions roasted off. What happens with salt, as I've mentioned before, salt tends to make the onions release the water faster and making the process of browning quicker. But do make sure that you take that salt into account when you're adding salt to the entire dish for seasoning. This is what I'm looking for. This is what you need. This is the roasted onion. I'm going to take these off the pan now and I'm going to add it basically to this dry spice. Yes, I'm going to grind all of it together. Guys, please make sure when you're grinding the masala needs to cool down because these are hot. Coconut also tends to release oil, so I'm going to roast this nicely. I'm going to increase the flame and you've got to be patient and you have to keep watching the coconut because coconut has a way of surprising you. It'll seem like, oh, it's not getting roasted, kitna time laga raha hai yaar. But then suddenly you turn your eyes away, in a blink of an eyelid, it will burn. This is what you need to roast it to. Let it cool down and then grind it with all the other spices. I've got it already in my mixer. I'm going to put it in the grinder. Grind it with little water and grind it to a fine paste. I'm going to just add half a teaspoon turmeric powder to this. This is what the masala looks like. I've added 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil to this pan. I've got about 2 onions chopped, which I'm going to put into this. I've got 5 slit green chilies. Please, you don't have to put these green chilies. You can put them only if you want. They're optional really. Just saute this till it's nicely translucent. I'm just adding little salt to soften this quicker. When I ground the green masala, there was some of the water in the mixer. I took the masala from the mixer, the balance residue of the spice paste. I'm going to use this. I'm not going to throw this out because a lot of the fun parts are in that. I'm going to add in this spiced chicken. Yeah, I'm putting them all in together. Keep your flame on high. I'm going to saute this really nicely on high flame. Seal the juices of the chicken. Make sure you're stirring it and your chicken is not getting burnt. This has released some juices now. I'm going to, that's because of the onions and of course the spice, the masala paste. Now I'm going to add this into it. This is what is going to happen. It's all going to get blended nicely. I had saved that green spice masala paste, right? The water from that mixer. This is what I'm going to do with the same red masala paste. I'm just going to go in there with my hand and take all of those spices. Don't worry, my hands are washed. Look what's happening to these spices. They're all blending beautifully. It's you know what I love about the shakuti is that it's a beautiful marriage of the green spices and the red spices, and it gives you something so delicious. This curry itself is packed. It's like a flavor bomb. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this for at least about 20 minutes to half an hour to cook till the chicken is really nicely tender and falling off the bone. This has been at least for 25 minutes and I think the chicken's done. Okay, look, this is falling off the bone literally. Can you see that? It's cooked. And that is chicken shakuti. Try it out. Share, subscribe, like. DM me your pictures on Instagram. Our handle is @TryFoodStories on Instagram. Let me know how it goes. See you.